So I saw Godzilla last night, and oh boy, I got a lot of thoughts to get down here. I'm not gonna do them all right now because, well, a lot of them I need to save for another video, and they're pretty bad. But that's actually less to do with the movie and more to do with things surrounding the movie and certain things that this movie does that other movies did and this movie's praised for but were considered bad over there. I mean, this movie should be praised for it. It does do it well, but these other movies did it just as well. Sometimes in certain scenarios, they actually did it better, and they were savaged for doing it. So it's just hypocrisy. But anyways, on to the movie. Um, that movie, wow. Um, well, for one thing, I'll say this much: just to imply Bryan Cranston was the star of this film, to imply that he was going to be the lead character, sticking to him in all the ads, all his quotes, all his reaction shots. Most everything with Cranston that you see in the movie is taken from the beginning of the movie because that's mostly what he's in. Um, he's actually not in the movie as much as you're led to believe. Uh, he's actually a secondary character. I mean, this would be like if they had done Pacific Rim and done nothing but ads with Ron Perlman, or if they had done Spider-Man and done nothing but ads with Sally Field as Aunt May, or Colm Feore as Donald Mencken. I mean, it's he's not in there that long, that much. Um, but other than that, this movie was amazing. Um, it was a huge spectacle, which is what I was hoping they'd allow it to be. Um, the backstory's kind of way over the top in the sense that yes, these are spectacular animals and spectacular creatures, and we don't really fully understand them, but but they exist, and we just kind of have to deal with it, and that's done really well. I got a little upset after a while because they kept teasing Godzilla, but then they wouldn't show him. They finally did show him, but then we didn't get to see what happened. They just kind of cut away, and I don't know. It just bugged me for a little bit, or not so much bugged me. It's not really a flaw, so much as it's you're there to see that, and then it's just a tease, and then you move on, and it's like oh. But I digress. Then we have a couple scenes that I thought were stretched out a bit longer than they needed to be, including one involving transporting things via train. They probably could have almost cut that in half, and it wouldn't have affected it at all. But yeah, I mean it felt like filler, not the bad kind necessarily, but it's just like it feels like they're padding it out. I mean, they're at least interestingly padding it out, but it does still feel like padding in a couple scenes. But yeah, overall, really, really pleased with this movie. Really pleased with how they handled certain things that, being Warner Brothers, I wasn't sure if they were going to allow happen. Warner Brothers tends to not like the fantastical, spectacular stuff. They didn't like it with Pacific Rim, so I wasn't sure if they were going to let them do it here, but they did. And it worked out really well. There were some extremely epic moments and scenes in here, but oddly enough, there's a lot of stuff that feels like it was actually gleaned out of the 1998 Godzilla film. In terms of some plot points and some visuals, and it really does feel like they kind of took from that too, which is also something that amuses me because apparently it's cool when done here, but it was horrible and blasphemous when done here. Oh well. But anyways, it was done really well. It was really good. The fight was epic. The for those wondering, the atomic breath is definitely still in there. And no, the way when you first see it's amazing. It's amazing every time you see it. To be perfectly blunt. And yeah, that oh god, it's an amazing film. I definitely recommend go seeing it. Some of the characters weren't quite as fleshed out as I would have liked, but whatever. It's in the end, it's you're there to see Godzilla, so they're interesting enough that you don't just wish they'd get off the screen, but it's good. It's really really good. Oh wow, the final part of the movie, like the last 30, 40 minutes or so, worth it just for that. It really is. Worth it just for that. And the ending, the actual ending, the final scene is incredible. Um, Possibly as incredible, if not more so, if you're a longtime fan than the final fight. So, definitely go see this movie. Definitely giving this thing a 9 out of 10, easily. And I will catch you guys later.